How did decolonization impact new nation stability? Imagine a world where countries suddenly wake up to find themselves in charge of their own future. That's what happened after World War II when many colonies gained independence. This shift changed the global map and how new nations managed their futures. Decolonization meant ending centuries of direct control by European powers. Countries like India, Ghana, and Indonesia became independent and started building their own governments. But creating a stable country was not easy. Many new nations had to set up governments, courts, and armies from scratch. They often inherited colonial systems that were not designed for self-rule. This made it hard to keep order and provide basic services like health and education. One big problem was ethnic and tribal divisions. Colonial borders often ignored these differences and grouped diverse groups together. When these countries became independent, old rivalries and conflicts sometimes flared up. Civil wars and political fights became common. Many leaders lacked experience and resources to run their countries well. This led to unstable governments that struggled to stay in power. The Cold War added another layer of difficulty. The United States and the Soviet Union competed for influence in these new countries. They supported different factions, which sometimes led to proxy wars. This external interference made it even harder for these nations to find peace and stability. Economically, many new countries inherited economies built to serve colonial interests. They depended heavily on exporting raw materials like minerals, crops, or oil. They had little industry or diverse economies. This made their economies fragile and vulnerable to price changes on the world market. Poverty and social unrest often followed. Despite these struggles, some nations managed to improve over time. They created organizations like the African Union to promote cooperation and peace. Countries worked on building national identities that united people beyond ethnic lines. Land reforms and industrial projects helped some develop stronger economies. Looking at the post-World War II world, decolonization was a direct result of the war weakening European powers. It also reflected new ideas about self-determination supported by the United Nations. While independence was a victory, it also meant facing many challenges. The legacy of colonial rule, Cold War tensions, and internal divisions made the path to stability long and often difficult. These early years shaped the future of many nations and the global order we see today.